Good morning, children. We'll start a new lesson today, that is preventing accidents and emergencies. Okay. So, how can we prevent accident? Previous chapter we have read about different types of accidents happen in workplace, and this lesson how to prevent accidents in workplace. Okay. So, nobody expects an emergency or accident, especially one that affects them, their employees, and business personally, to happen. Yet accidents and emergencies do tend to strike anyone, anytime, and anywhere. All organizations should have plans in place for responding to emergencies and accidents and for keeping people safe. They should also have effective procedures in place to help the business recover from such incidents later. Okay, that means nobody wants really an accident, whether it is in a personal level or in official level or in a workplace. Okay, but it happens all of a sudden. So we should be prepared for that. Anytime it can happen, and how can we prevent it? Okay. Accidents and emergencies. An accident at workplace is an event that is an unplanned, unintended, and unexpected. It can happen due to various factors that a person faces at the workplace. Such accidents can cause minor to severe physical injury or even results in death. This may either be due to a risk that has not been identified, or if identified but not properly controlled. A workplace emergency is an unforeseen situation that threatens the employees, customers, or public. It disrupts the company's operations and even sometimes causes physical or environmental damage. The hazards leading to accidents and emergencies may be natural or man-made. Okay. That means accident at a workplace is an unplanned, unintended, and unexpected also. Okay. Various factors are there. Sometimes it causes the loss of lives, property, everything. Okay, but it happens all of suddenly. Okay. So how can we types of accidents at the workplace? Okay, slips, trips, and falls. That it happens sometimes with us at home also, individual basis, and in office also. Why it happens? Slips and trips can result in falls. Slips can occur due to slippery floor, leaks from material, or debris left in the walkways, uneven floor or working surfaces, protruding nails and boards, bunched up floor mats or uneven carpeting, holes or depressions in working surface, or uneven stairs. Okay, so due to these all activities, slippery floor, leaks from material, uneven carpeting, holes, sometimes nails, so it makes us means somebody to fall, slip. Okay, so it may cause some accident. Okay, getting caught in or between hazards. Sometimes minor cave-ins, such as being pulled into or caught into machinery and equipment, or being compressed or crossed between rolling, sliding, or shifting objects, also happen at the workplace where machinery work is going on. Okay, in that place it may be pulled into or caught in machinery. Okay, so that type of accident happens where production is going on, different types of production or different types of you can tell industries where holding and something is going on. Okay, so that place it may happen. Okay, struck by moving equipment or objects, or walking into objects. Collisions could occur with heavy equipment or any moving object kept either at the same level or from an object falling from the above. A working person can also accidentally walk into an object and get injured. Vehicle related accidents. Accidents due to a crash or impact injuries are also quite frequent in workplaces. These often involve cars, lorries, or even small vehicles such as forklift trucks, and at times result in serious injuries. Vehicle related accidents, okay, it may happen. Struck by moving equipment or object, or walking into objects. Fire and explosions, detail we have discussed in the previous chapter. Okay, accident due to short circuit it may happen. Okay, and due to sometimes also due to smoking also it happens. Fire and explosions. Okay, explosions occur due to when suppose explosive materials like acids and other things, if it will not be kept carefully, it may create explosions. Okay. Accident also happen because of fire or other explosive substances. In such cases, problems may not only occur from direct contact with fires, but also because of asphyxiation, which is caused due to the smoke generated from the fires. Natural hazards and other types of emergencies. Some of the hazards occur because of natural incidents. These include the following factors: meteorological, heavy rains and floods, tornadoes, tsunami, droughts, etc. Geological, landslides and earthquakes, volcanic eruption, etc. Biological, gas leaks, fires, etc. Of these, landslides, drought, flood and fire are hybrid hazards, as their causes can be both natural and man-made. If you see previously, this drought, flood and landslides are natural really, okay, but nowadays it is man-made, okay, because we know the reasons. Landslides, sometimes we are means using explosions for mining work, so landslide is happening. We are cutting down the trees, so for that drought and floods are happening. So due to short circuit, fire is happening. So these are man-made and natural. Nowadays it is completely man-made. It is our activity only, and we are not using the nature carefully, so it's happening, okay. But sometimes it is a natural also. Some man-made disasters include the following, like toxic gas releases, chemical spills, radiological accidents, explosions, civil disturbances, workplace violence resulting in bodily harm and mental trauma. So these are man-made disasters. Okay. You know that factories and industries we are establishing. Okay. And if you will not maintain its rules and regulations, so it will happen. Okay. Toxic gas it will release, chemical spills, radiological accidents, explosions, civil disturbances, workplace violence, fighting at workplace. Okay. So these are man-made disasters. So how can we prevent accidents? The preferable scenario is of course to prevent accidents by providing adequate safety equipment and putting the right procedures including training in place. Some of the preventive measures to prevent accidents are: employers must provide workers with protective equipment such as safety goggles and other gear they need to avoid dangerous exposures. Okay, suppose where they are working with some some work which can affect the eyes, they can use safety goggles there. Okay, reminding employees to be vigilant, always be to be alert. Okay, removing clutter and putting it out the way so that people would not step on it and fall accidentally. Effective procedures for dealing with employee grievances can help reduce the risk of fights in the workplace, which could otherwise result in nasty injuries. Good training, clear signage, and access to the necessary safety equipment can all be a big help. Okay, good training, always your employees should be trained to prevent accidents. Clear signage and access to the necessary safety equipment means they know how to use the safety equipments. Where is the place to go or how to use that equipment, the employees should know. Regular risk assessments are also important. Preparing a proper emergency action plan, we should include the following. That should be an emergency evacuation plan ready for emergencies. Exit plan. If anything will happen, how the people will come out from that place during the accident time so that they can be safe. So that should be clearly marked and well lit, unobstructed evacuation routes and emergency exits. In every workplace it should be there. That should not be one exit point. Okay. There should be several exit points. So during the accidents that can be used by the employees. Employees should be able to have an access to list with names and telephone numbers of emergency contacts. Okay. Procedures for employees to shut down critical plant operations, operate fire extinguishers, or perform all the essential services before evacuating should be clearly communicated as a part of the emergency plan. Okay, it should be employees should be trained. If something happened, they can critical plant operations can be stopped, fire extinguishers can be started. Okay, essential services, if they have to leave the office, all the essential services they should means close, then they can leave. Employees should be trained in first aid procedures. If something happened, they can you means they can themselves to their colleagues can give the first aid. Practice drills for emergency action plans should be regularly conducted. If something happened, how can they evacuate that place? That should be drilled every time. Okay, in every time means not every day possible, but in regular intervals. Make sure emergency or fire alarms are recognized by all the employees. All the employees should know. Okay, employees should have a reporting system in place for all accidents and dangerous incidents. How can we handle accidents? Even when organizations take appropriate workplace safety precautions and measures to avoid injuries, accidents can happen. In such cases, how employers respond to these accidents can make all the difference. When an injury occurs, the person in charge should follow proper protocols to handle a work-related injury or illness. Some such protocols are as follows. Care for the affected employee. The employee's safety comes first, and getting an injured employee preliminary treatment quickly is crucial. Proper evaluation of the situation should be done. An employee who is trained in first aid should attend the injured person right way. Okay. In an emergency situation, an ambulance should be called. In non-emergency situations, the injured employee should be taken to a medical care facility at the earliest. The family of the employee should be notified immediately about the situation. Okay, this way you can care for the affected employee. Secure the scene and evacuation. In case of a serious accident, access to the accident site should be blocked to avoid any further damage. Okay, the site of a serious accident needs to be secured as quickly as possible to preserve the physical evidence for investigative purposes. It should be sealed. Okay, if there is a potential of the other employees being affected, evacuation of the premises should be carried out to prevent further injuries or fatalities. The operation of the workplace need to be shut down in such emergencies. Okay, if anything happen at anywhere, it should be evacuated first. All the employees should be come out from that place, and then it should be sealed so that nothing can be tampered why this accident happened, and so it should be sealed or locked. Okay. Proper reporting of the accident. After ensuring the employee's safety, proper paperwork and documentation must be completed. The accident's reports should be completed to help investigate the accident, and the required documents for processing the claim from the insurance company should be filed. Okay, filled in. Establish a return to work program. Suppose something happened, then after that people fear to go to that place. Okay, so their fear sets in their mind that if we go, something can happen. So program that should be a return to work program must be started. Some flexible arrangements should be designated to accommodate injured or ill employees who are medically cleared to work but unable to perform their previous job or duties. It would suppose it is written about that if somebody injured and cannot do the previous job, he can be accommodated at some other place. Okay, in that office. It's that his job should not be lost. Okay, it would help them to return to work again as quickly and safely as possible. Flexibility can be given in terms of work or department as well as number of working hours to help the employee recover from the condition and rehabilitate him or her at the earliest. Okay, make a commitment to safety. Following the investigation into the accidents, adequate measures should be taken to prevent further recurrence, and at the same time, employers should make employee safety a priority, ensuring that they have a proper plan in place to effectively and efficiently handle a work-related injury should one occur. Okay. In any workplace, it is essential for the employers to be aware of the potential emergencies that would occur. The emergency response plans should be customized to each work site and include information about all the potential sources of emergencies. An emergency action plan should do an assessment to determine the possible physical or chemical hazards at the workplace that could cause an emergency. It is always best to prepare for such incidents to minimize the impact of emergencies and accidents at the workplace and prevent any loss to human life and property. We should be always prepared for that. Okay, so for today this much. Okay, and from tomorrow your exam is going to start. All the best for your exam. Any doubt, whichever chapters are coming, SQL and database, some internet chapter, accessibility option, any doubt you can ask, you can message me at any time. Okay, to clear a doubt, I am there always for you. Okay, all the best children. Thank you all.